Starting this Friday, e-bike and e-scooter riders in Glendale will have to follow new rules or face a fine. The Glendale City Council voted to pass the new regulations last month. Now you have to be at least 14 years old to ride a Class 1 or 2 bike, which go up to 20 miles per hour. Class 3 bikes that can reach 28 miles an hour will be for ages 16 and up. E-scooter riders must be at least 12. Riders under 18 have to wear a helmet. And all riders have to follow all traffic laws, which includes no wheelies. An e-scooter rider in Glendale says these new rules might keep younger riders safe.
Maybe people tend to do what they want to do until there's consequences for their actions.
Both electric rides are required to have a white front light, a red rear light, and reflectors. If anyone is caught breaking the rules, you'll get a $50 fine for the first violation and up to $500 for repeated violations in a one-year time frame. Reporting in the newsroom, Torres, Arizona's Family.